Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Justin, Coolimp, and a whole host of names. And that's a big ass gun on Claptrap's head. With that said, we are continuing our my annual playthrough of Borderlands. We are on Borderlands 3 now. And you may notice a couple of things. I do not have my normal shield. I normally get a transformer by now. By level 13, I normally have a transformer. Give me one moment. Oops. Yeah, twitch.tv, not twitch.com. Which is a normal item I typically get. It is also, whenever legendaries come out of the machine, sometimes we get them there. But we're gonna take it one step at a time. Everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, I still have to wait on that. Okay.
Man, what a cool name. I bet his ancestors didn't get bullied at all.
Is this thing on? Test. Hey, Vault Hunter. Have we got an opportunity for you? You don't want to miss it.
Nothing good there. Anything good in here? Nope, nothing good.
Well, then, please don't be mad. I have the third key fragment here at Atlas headquarters.
You've been keeping that from us the whole time? I knew we couldn't trust a guy with a mustache.
It's a siege mustache, okay? Look, key fragments are worth billions. The research benefits alone could keep Atlas profitable for decades. I've already done some experiments with it, some taste tests, that sort of thing. But at this point, you've earned it.
Still want it, even if you liked it.
No spoilers, but you like sour apple? Come on down to Atlas and I'll absolutely enjoy the
Everybody. Now, what I could do, I'm not going to do, but I could pick up the actual shield now with a little detour. But why not, like, do it differently than I did last year and the year before that? And I hope everyone's finding the stream enjoyable, good bit rate, all that lovely stuff. I do appreciate you guys being here as I see some people come in and come out. And my computer seems to want to be taking a slow time loading things in.
The entrance, Zero will let you in. Katagawa's been quiet. He must still be pissed off that we blew up his ship. Weirdo's probably crying somewhere in a fondue jacuzzi or whatever they do.
Superfan!
Wow.
You don't mind me listening.
But your encryption is broke as hell.
I had a chat with Katagawa. He thought he could win a war from an anti-grav swimming pool. So I gave him a little push.
Now, that could mean a lot of things with her. Turn here. Boost. Oh my. I watched a streamer I don't like very much try and play this game. And Borderlands 1. Have you ever seen someone play a game so poorly, all you can do is laugh? Because the game literally tells them what to do and they overlook it.
Zero, let them in. Zero, you're here, buddy.
Oh,
Open the door.
it was such a... I had a day today. So my work allows me the flexibility to listen to stuff and to watch streams while I'm working. Without it actually having to affect my actual work. But there's a particular streamer who I hate watch, and I'm sitting there watching him play Borderlands 1. Ooh, no. I don't like the black hole. And I sit down and I'm watching him play it, and he's having a problem with the game. There's a coyote howling where you're at, or it's something to talk about when there's nobody in here chit-chatting with me. Reality. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. I've died to that. Oh my, I am not doing good. I do my best not to engage in Schadenfreude, if that's how you pronounce it. So about every 4 shots, I get a About every 4 shots, I get a free shot, and it's automatically fire damage. Normally, I'm a little bit higher level too, but I decided not to get a particular shield that I normally get. Come on. There you go. Thank you so much. Oh, there you are. You're dead. You're dead. That's a lot of hours to work. Was it actual work, or was a lot of it just sitting there?
Your best bud Zero stabbed you in the back. How's it feel, Reese? Shut up, Kanagawa. Zero would never betray me.
Reese, it looks like Zero murdered all the defense personnel.
Zero's loyalty
This entire section is full of denial, and it's hilarious.
is on kicking out Malawan. Damn it, null hounds. We can't reboot the turrets while their wheels are active. Take them out.
Those are ratchets. They are basically cat-sized roaches.
Courtyard defenses are back online. Get the rear defenses up too. We might actually survive this. Head through Atlas Tower. My troops are still holding it.
I like transfusion grenades. They kill all. Ooh. Who got me? And that's how I lose my 1 lives. It's never to like a boss or anything. It's to some random jackass shooting me in the back. You want to see a reference that'll take us back to our childhood? I'm gonna go Florida. We had the little shack in the back. We had the friend who lived across from the woods from us. There's a blue one, a black one, a red one. Thunderballs. 2 Thunderballs. I was hoping for a better weapon.
They're in the lobby.
But yeah, the game still has a whole bunch of pop culture references, and they included the Power Rangers this time around.
Soldier, don't you dare use your last words to slander Zero. Say you're being murdered by someone else. I super meant it. Oh, come on!
We're about to have some people drop in, and he's dead. Number 2. Guy down here. Ooh. So one of the things that Borderlands 3 did differently than Borderlands 2, even Borderlands 2, is the weapons all have special traits to them. Doll has 2 firing modes, or Doll has swaps between fully 2 different types of firing modes. Normally it's either some type of burst and some type of fully automatic, or burst and single shot. Vladov has 2 different gun types. So this one has a machine gun and a shotgun. Jacobs, this one's a bit different because it's a legendary. But what it'll do is Jacobs normally bounce. You hit a headshot with it, and it'll bounce to another bounce to another enemy. So if you're really good with critical hits, you can really take advantage of this. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the Companion's a very nice handgun. Because it sets the world on fire. Oh no, what I meant was waiting for something to do. Just sitting there was an overly simplistic way of saying it.
Turrets are down. Reese, you got any more firepower?
Oh, this really has weakened up, hasn't it? The juice in the Viper. Okay. For anyone who doesn't understand how these things work, basically what he had was a USB device that plugged directly into the console for the other people. The amount of power it would be drawing from the workstation itself. So the laser would have to have no more power. And then once it does boot back up, the Viper drive is going to come back online. Which is one of those really weird things when I was talking about this section earlier. It's obvious whoever wrote the game spoke with some people who have like really good computer knowledge. But it's like, okay, I think I understand this. And then someone said it doesn't work that way, and I was like, no, it'll be cool this way. It'll be cinematic.
I got it. Target locked. Firing.
Although that is kind of cool to see one of those spaceships just die. But no, in reality, Reese now has a sorry.
Don't worry about Zero, Reese.
I rant about like small things. This is a really good game overall. Like, you'll hear me rant and complain about a few things. Overall, the game is good. It's solidly built. The bones to the game work. If you really want to hear my feelings about the story, If you want to hear my thoughts about... Alright, now talk to you later, brother. Yeah, if you want to know my real feelings about at least the first quarter of the story, absolutely. Watch my video that I put up, that I uploaded yesterday. Like, straight up, I went off on the game. And I went off on how it could have been improved. Because a lot of things that some people who will critique games will say, what they'll say is that you're providing all of this criticism, but you're not saying how to improve it. So I take that to heart. Writing is I've said it before, I'll say it again. Writing is something I like to do. I like to write. I like creating stories in my head, which makes me great for running role-playing games. And so this is a big deal whenever there's such a big misstep like that. And the misstep could have been avoided by moving one event in the game to a different location. Anything good here? No, nothing good. And the people on the desk are people from Tales from the Borderlands. What you got?
Zero! Come on, man! I thought we were friends! You should have joined the family, Reese!
Favorite son by elimination. Okay. There we go. Come on, where'd you go? Come on. I'm not being as fast as I should be on these. Hi, Katagawa. Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong. It's almost like you can't reverse engineer very well. Okay, what do you do? Ooh. And what's this? I'll keep the armor gain. And you don't even drop me a rare? Yeah. I killed off my family and all I got was these lousy blues.
Zero, where were you?
Huh.
Like I said, Zero, I super trusted you the whole
I will
time,
take that.
and it was completely justified. As for you, Vault Hunter, I owe you everything. You fought off an all-out corporate assault.
Yes, I
saved
did.
my company and killed my creepy business stalker.
Yes, I did.
But before I give you this key fragment, I have one last thing to ask of you. Am I pulling off this mustache or what?
No.
I hate it. I want to carve it off your lip with a chisel. Just my opinion.
Wow. Okay, that's
So this is actually a reference to the Tales from the Borderland games.
thank you, Vault Hunter.
Whenever you do something, it will say,
One Vault.
this person will remember this. Yeah. Let's see. New comments.
I want you guys to see.
Oh, I see what they were commenting on. Oh my. Okay. So I get caught up in a lot of like death battle, who would win shit on TikTok. I find the content like interesting on its surface level. Power scaling can be fun, but oftentimes it just leads to arguments. So someone did who's winning Marvel, and it's got like 8 different Marvel characters versus 8 different DC characters. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I hate that this one has the straight out to the console there, or straight out to Windows. And I'm like, why does no one ever include the X-Men in these battles? X-Men are Marvel characters, and they're like, they ain't doing nothing. Bitch, please. Rogue solos. And I hate to use that word. Rogue solos Superman. Because outside of Superman's universe, wherein it's stated there will always be Superman, because that is the literal meta-narrative of the universe, there will always be a Superman. He does not have that power. So him getting batted around like a baby is going to kill him. And he's not just going to revive. Hell. Fuck off with him. Superman has the same problem that Goku has. It's a different structure of problem, but it's the same basic problem. Goku doesn't like to escalate because escalating it means he loses all the fun in the fight. Superman doesn't escalate because he doesn't want to kill people. Let me put it to you this way. And I'm not even going Gambit New Sun. Like the one where he just like let his power go and he is kinetic energy. He wants to turn your computer into a bomb from 50 miles away. New Sun can do that. But here's the catch. Superman and Gambit are going at it. Gambit touches his clothes. Now, Kryptonian clothes are by far more stronger than any playing card on this earth. Now, Game Theory did an episode about Gambit's power and how it works, and how much, if you'd actually be able to turn it into, take a standard playing card, like I have around my desk. I don't want to go looking for one, but I do have many of them. Take a standard playing card and turn it into a bomb. A grenade. That's where that's used. That's most commonly in the refrain is a grenade. What's gonna happen when he turns Superman's uniform and explodes it on him? Yeah. Superman's dying. Because that uniform handles a lot of abuse, which means it's probably pretty strong. And because it's probably pretty strong, all it's got to do is go off. He's dead. He's above human peak, or to my knowledge, he's above human peak physical conditioning, which means Batman ain't going to stand a chance. You know who's going to beat him? Wally West. Wally West will crush him. But oh my god, people need to stop discounting the X-Men.
Really opening up the vault? Good luck. And whatever you find in there.
We're not to lead it back to the city.
Yeah, it's so frustrating to listen to some of these people not understand who they're talking about.
If you want to get through. I'm sending Atlas forces that way to support you.
My mind, Reese. Vault Hunter, secure the ramp.
Hi. And you're dead. Do I have a phaser gun? Yeah. Am I killing you, son?
They made for short work. Atlas reigns victorious. Join me, Vault Hunter. More bad guys to kill.
But yes, very much, the X-Men are taking them down.
I like my job, but I miss assassinations. You seek the highway. I will clear the path.
It's infuriating.
Swords are handy.
Now, is every X-Men gonna be able to beat, like, Superman? No. There's only a few X-Men who can actually just raffle stomp them. Rogue, for example.
Chuckle nuts. It's been a grip. So
Rogue is, like, popping him around like he's a baby. Wolverine's not Wolverine will live, but he's going to be put out of the fight. Cyclops is going to knock him around. Yeah, there's... Superman's restraint would be his biggest weakness. Well, what if we do a bloodlusted? What about bloodlusted Superman, huh? Okay, so you have a bloodlusted Superman.
10-4.
He's still not beating Rogue.
Hey, a badass. You ready to crack open that vault?
And are you taking him completely out of his character and just turning him into a mindless, throwing punches guy, or at full strength? Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's silly. DC characters, there's a lot of DC characters that are
You're driving. Need my hand.
highly OP. Like, no joke, Superman's OP.
Goons. Let's see what Ellie's got on here. Classic.
But yeah, just one of those things that you sit down and you watch it go on. It's like, okay, dude, sure.
No? You sure? Cool. I was gonna do it anyway.
Don't worry about her. We got this. Just like on Athenas, right?
Daggertooth clan, this one was practically made for you.
Hold on for the nose.
Light 'em up. Get me close and I'll blast 'em.
Oh. Hold on. It's going into overdrive.
Roadblock ahead.
Hey! Over here! They're trapped! Tear them apart! For me.
So, if you don't know the story, the Calypso's twins have essentially dominated the all the bandits in the Borderlands, which I'm assuming, based off the way that she describes them, is more like an outer portion of a federation of planets or of a galaxy or two, where there's not a lot of traffic for law and order. Which is why many of these corporations just do whatever the hell they want to do, and there's no repercussions for them. So it's interesting to see how these go, because imagine that in any place on Earth.
Get me near that entrance and I'll clear the way.
And
All clear. Let's move.
it's interesting to see this. How this is actually
Running out of road.
Head through the spillways.
how this actually is. Ooh, I've never seen that on one. If I ever do a 100% run, I know where I need to get that at.
Hiding in a gutter. I've always called you trash, but it's good to see you living your truth now.
I can clear the way, but we need to get these idiots off our backs first.
Yeah, so the Calypsos are really just jackasses. I could call him what I would be if I was given any probably sort of power and that I could exploit. I tell people all the time, I'm not a good person. Because let's say you give me like $10 million. I'm disappearing for the rest of my life. You think I'm streaming games? Maybe. But it's going to be entirely on my schedule. If I feel like being lazy, I'm not going to stream. And if I stream, it's only going to be because it's what I want to do at that time. Like, I want to play games online with some people and talk at people. Because that's what streamers do a lot of the time. Unless they have a lot of social interaction, like whenever my brother's in here. Occasionally I get some people in here who like to sit down and chit-chat with me, and I appreciate every last one of you. Let's see, anything good? Ooh, what the fuck? No, I don't want to what the fuck, though. Alright. There we go. So, one of the things that's interesting about this game is the vaulting mechanic. Because they did that, they made the maps by far more vertical. And you can do things like this. I don't want that, but it's what you can do. Oh, look, they beat us here. See, and this is the next thing I'm going to complain about when it comes to the story. This here means they never needed the vault key. They needed the vault key for this particular vault. And with their father, which we find out is Typhon de Leon. If this is your first time playing through the game, I played it many times and I love to complain about the story. It's biggest flaw for me. And as you can see, I'm doing a ton more fire damage. Because of that, they know that they need the vault key for this place. You don't see them talking about getting the new vault key. They only have the one for Pandora. And they don't even need the one for Pandora, and they know it. So there was no reason for them to go to Pandora other than maybe get some help chasing down the vault keys. But with the number of people that they have, they don't even need that. They can just overrun cities with bodies. They don't have to actually deal anything with something going on like this. And that's a huge, huge difference. It's the reason I get so upset about the story is because it paints the Calypsos not even in a light where it's like these are just like kids being kids and oh, how'd it bounce back like that? That's weird. But they know what they need and they are acting like they don't. That's also assuming that they don't have some other connection that maybe they can, because of their power, they can intrinsically read the Iridian writings that was left behind for sirens. So there's a big catch there on that in between that could have been better.
At the intersection of industry and transportation and luxury. It's a three-way intersection.
I shot the sheriff bot, but I didn't shoot the deputy bot. I know it doesn't fit the rhyme scheme, I don't care.
Apollyon Station. Last that subway car with the bus station.
Just lovely. A new antenna accessory for my new friend. Excellent.
Claptrap is building himself a girlfriend, by the way.
Sleep, shall I awaken?
The vault is close now. Whatever power is inside, the Iridians locked it away for a reason. Must not let the Calypsos acquire it for themselves.
What?
Guardians. They protect the vaults from anyone crazy enough to open one. They won't be happy to see us.
Now, here's the big catch about this area. The Guardians have high shields, but no health. So, my fire build does not work well against them.
That body count.
18. Dull. Oh, that fire rate is atrocious. I'll pass. Thunder Fist. Yeah, I'm not gonna use those. All this is garbage to me. We're gonna come over here. Oh, did I miss it?
Throw what I don't have.
If you've never seen the game, throughout the different maps, there are
That's
these
the
things
way
here.
to-
Most of them are annoying to get to. These are just along the way.
Atlas sent me into every nook and cranny of Prometheus. But the truth is, I never found another one. Pretty soon, Atlas started accusing me of holding out on them.
You were holding out on them.
There ain't no more vault on Prometheus. Good thing, too. You release a monster in a city, you better have another one to fight it. Saw that in an old documentary from before the expansion. What a flick.
I've located another cache.
And again,
I'm beginning to
nothing.
suspect Typhon did know about
Okay.
another vault on
Let's see, what's
Prometheus,
that?
but kept this a secret.
No. Ooh. Ooh. I like you. Now we're gonna drop you. We're gonna drop you, and we're gonna drop you. Okay. Okay, this will work in this area much better.
Show 'em how it's done. Way to maul 'em.
All right, we're gonna switch back over to this.
Yeah, I get 'em back.
Let's get it over with.
Yeah, the phaser is not the best in the world. It's still like, ooh, damn. It still rocked Stones. Because he goes, everybody. Nah, I don't like the Widowmaker.
Maya, Ava's gone. He'll be swarming everywhere. Take it
Where is Lilith at here? Where is Lilith at when she calls that in?
sure I'd ever see another vault. I'm
Is she in space? Is she planet side? Where is she?
ready. The creature the Iridians
Again, this is where the biggest failing comes down. And that scene right there
That arch is the
implies to me
key in that pedestal.
that originally it was how I would run it, which is where Lilith is on planet whenever everything goes down.
Can't touch this.
But yeah. With that, it makes me think that what happened was originally Lilith came down here and she was basically trying to get Ava back. It's the reason the story has a point where it stops making like logical sense on why people are doing things.
It's hurt. Hit it with everything you've got. It's not taking any damage.
Because her suddenly getting disconnected from the space station from Sanctuary 3, that would make sense. That would make perfect sense on why all of a sudden she's having problems communicating. I think it's about to switch over to irradiation. Nope, it's not irradiation, that's right.
That thing is knocking the place down.
And to be honest, if that was the case, it would make more sense for the fight to go the way I said.
Down. Holy crap, this place is getting wrecked. It's injured. Hit it hard.
Ooh, you got angry. Loot explosion!
Vault hunted. That was a masterpiece of badassery. Seriously, good job.
Hell yeah! That was awesome!
Ava, I told you to wait on the ship. It isn't safe here.
Is this a chance to see a real vault? Look at this place.
Ava, you're not a vault hunter yet.
In the way that they wrote this, Ava is 150% responsible for Maya's death. Every other circumstance, she is not. If Lilith had come down here, and while Lilith was down here, Maya died because of the way that I present it, where they're fighting and then she looks away or something like that, or she brought Ava down here so that she thought it would be safe because you have two sirens down here. And even if the two jackasses show up, you still have two fucking sirens here. And then a mistake is made, and then you have all of this happen. It makes perfect sense. Characters aren't being stupid. Sorry if I'm harping on it, but it's true. Like, so let's even say Maya doesn't die. Maya just gets drained. All of her power forfeit over to what's his face? Real talk. They could have snuck in, cause look at that. They are not paying attention to the other fucking corner.
By just ditching me on the ship? You said I could be a vault hunter like you. You promised.
Perpetuant child.
When you're ready. What's up, bitches? Ow, Troy, look what they left for us.
Thanks for doing all the hard work. Man, you vault thieves only think with your trigger fingers, huh?
Keep this up and I'll be a god for real.
Will be gods.
That's what I said. Now, let me do my thing.
Why aren't they shooting?
No!
See?
Taking what's ours. See, the monsters don't protect the power of the vaults. They are the power of the vaults.
And now it's all mine.
Hey, save any for the parasite?
and I'm not joking. In this scenario, Ava is to blame. If Lilith's down here, according to the scenario that I present, Lilith is to blame. But what they did wrong, what they really did wrong, is you have 1 to 4 Vault Hunters with weapons just standing there. They don't shoot. They don't try to shoot. They become non-existent. Now, if they want to make it where the Vault Hunter is not involved in that particular fight, what you do is you see the Vault Hunters, because you'd have to show them all together, walking into the vault, and then that's when the other two show up to drain the vault monster. There were ways that they could have worked around and got exactly what they wanted. So, I mean, what they did had a resolution. It had a way it could fit continuity. It had a way where it could fit in with what's going on without making any of the characters seem like idiots. And that's what frustrates me. The Vault Hunters currently in the vault at the moment they show up. Cool, fine. That's the reason they're not there. You don't show the Vault Hunters going into the vault. What you do is you have Ava there on the ground and you see whoever's in your party coming down.
Sorry, Vault Hunter. There was nothing.
And that's it. You actually show them exiting the vault. They exit the vault. All of a sudden, now you have a reason that the Vault Hunters weren't involved in it. They didn't shoot Tyreen while she's like, okay, let me do my thing. Because I tell you what I'm doing in that situation. I'm shooting her face. What, she's going to bamf behind me? All right, I know she can bamf. And that's the thing. Every time she bamfs, she goes right behind the person. Shoot. Shoot. These people don't wear ear protection anyways. Their ears are probably shot. And I'm not talking to Ava. So the reality is, this is all completely, like, all of these are completely, like, just avoidable situations. They're not even tough situations to avoid. But they treat it like what happened there was something that was completely unavoidable. When in reality, it was. We could have stepped away, we could have been going on our way, where you see us fast travel back, and then all of a sudden they bamf in. You could have had them show up, and as the Vault Monster is sitting there dying, they show up and crumble it. There are so many other ways than what they did to do this. And it would have saved so much frustration for people going, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Gearbox, this is not logically consistent. And yes, I'm talking about a logic in a world that has people like Lilith who can bamf around.
Always a step behind, eh, Lil? Well, see you at the next vault. Which totally doesn't rhyme with Schmeed and Schmick. Bye.
See,
Not sure
they
those movies
already know
about anyone or anything.
where they are.
That's what makes them so dangerous.
We don't have to sit around and wait.
Was somehow connected to one on Eden 6.
We don't need to sit around and wait for them to tell us that they have some type of connection to the vaults. We knew before before we even went to Promethea that they already knew where the vaults were. Mind you, this game is already ludicrous based off of the premise alone. So the stuff I'm ranting about are nitpicks in comparison. It shouldn't be the focus, but like I said, I like to write, and writing like this.
Looks like the COV are already on Eden 6. Vault Hunter, meet up with Wainwright Jacobs and find out what's going on. You there? Yes, you will do nicely.
Okay. Smooth again. Not smooth. Like, I'm not dropping frames. But, yeah, I complain about the story not because I hate it, but because it could have been better. And not like a little bit better. It could have been much better. Oh, Ludogram, that's what I wanted. Oh, and it's a fire! Oh, okay. Oh, I might be on Eden 6 for the rest of the stream. Yeah, probably. But yeah, it like here on this planet, I like everything that happens on this planet. Literally, on Eden 6 here, I have no problem with a single aspect of the story here.
The proper Jacobs welcome to Eden 6, but those COV devils are everywhere. Me and a few survivors are holed up in my family's lodge. Supplies are running low and we're surrounded. I need your help.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. My original. Why do I have 22 of each one? You know what? I'm gonna close all these. Give me 1 second.
Those craven zealots. Jacobs
So,
Corporation is something up for 300
with that said,
years, but these
I do honestly believe that
like a damn plague.
the game had a lot of potential in it.
Bastard calypsos.
But like I said, my main complaints have always been about the story. I think the story was weak, and I don't think they developed it well enough to matter.
These devils off best we can, but I suggest you hurry.
And that wow, begins right on the light mode, not the dark mode like it's set up to do. So the story had potential. The story had a metric ton of potential. But no, what they did is they literally did the polar opposite of a good thing to do, and they didn't have someone proofread or beta read their work. Or people will question why Lilith would have sat there and fought them when she could have just bamped away. Why did Maya not phase lock him again into a position where he did not have a grasp on her? Why Ava suddenly thinks it's her fault, or Lilith's fault, when Lilith wasn't there? Yeah, children have a tendency to blame whoever they can for problems that they don't know how to handle.
Vault Hunter, you just saved my damn life, and I
But the truth is, the missing cuts, the missing scene where they're actually reflective on what happened. Ooh, Burning Rocketeer. Oh no, that's not one that'll work for me. But yeah, the whole problem with it is exactly that one moment. It's that moment where the reality of the scene gets lost because the way that it's presented. And that presentation kills everything for me. Okay, nothing good. And if they had written it differently, this game would have been much better. If they had all the talk to Lilith moments out of it, that too, but
I want to say, Wombassy? Dangerous place, Eden 6. Reminds me of home. Anyway, the Melon One sponsorship was a bust, but we did take a page from Katagawa's murder diary. This time, I just bammed right in at dinner time and bleached the CEO of Jacobs. Boom, done. Instead, the loyal puppet is dead. She is a trip. Real ice queen, you know? She manages the books, keeps the locals in line. It's just nice to see another rich bitch in charge, you know? You know.
are you rich though, Tyrene? Oh, it's doing this thing again. Oh, it's not even letting... There we go. So, this will be the first time I've driven over here in this. Normally I use the Cyclone exclusively once I get it. Alright. So, I think that just has to be explodified. So, if they had done things in like a slightly different order, or if they had done something where it was less of a situation like that, I think I would have had a lot less issues with it. And whenever I take a look at it, it's just exactly that. A lot of it is just meh garbage. And whenever people try to defend it to me, it's like, but the story... Like, I like the game. I like the core game. The gameplay loop I like. I have something like 300 hours into this game. Nowhere near as Borderlands 1, but Borderlands 1 came out and then there wasn't a lot of DLC to follow, at least at the launch. Borderlands 2 came out and I've got like 1,000 hours combined in that one. Between PlayStation 3 and this. Alright, Lucian's Call. Where are you at? Hear that? That was a bullet coming back to me. Okay. thinks with his fist, punches with his heart. Now, some people aren't going to get that reference. Or at least if it's a reference I think it's supposed to be. It's a, it might be a Dark Tower reference. So, I don't remember the actual creed of the gunslingers out of the Dark Tower series. But I think it's a reference to that. It's hard to tell, and I've never... I never actually asked the question to, like, anyone, like anyone over there at the Twitter staff for Gearbox is going to answer someone like me. But it seems like, a response to the gunslingers, because... I shoot with my mind, I do not kill with my gun. He who kills with his gun has forgotten the face of his father. Let me see, where is the... I do not aim with my hand. He who aims with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. I aim with my eye. I do not shoot with my hand. He who shoots with his hand has forgotten the face of his father's. I shoot with my mind. I do not kill with my gun. He who kills with his gun has forgotten the face of his father. I kill with my heart. And if you see that phrasing there, that immediately makes me think of the Dark Tower. Now, I could just be out of pocket on that one, to be honest. But it makes sense. Although, I was sitting down there when I never read, like, physically read the books. I had the, I did, audiobooks for them. That's some cold shit to say to somebody. Like, me and... Oh, this one is a touchy subject. Me and my bio daddy may not have been on the best terms throughout our life. Reasons why I'm not gonna get into the details of that. But imagine saying to someone who likes their father, you have forgotten the face of your father. And you're not doing it to be nice. You're saying it as an insult. If you love your father, if you have, like, a big attachment to them, that is cold. That's a mean thing to say. And you can't be dishonest about that. Think about how ornery that is to say to somebody. You have forgotten the face of your father. Crunk Bunny! This is his elite hacking skills, by the way. Call me the doorman. And meat slabs. A lot of things. Elite hacks are here.
We're almost there, and trust me, you don't want to keep Crunk Bunny waiting.
Considering she got married just for the presents, I agree with you.
Ambush! Let's beat 'em together, Slab!
More friends of yours to kill? Fun. That big dumbass looks tasty.
I'm about to lay down some hurt.
Oh no, more guards!
Yeah, it's almost like I've mowed through an entire army at this point. Woo! I am older than you knew.
Everybody counting?
Ba-da-ba, I just got some type of notification on my phone. Oh, hi there, badass enforcer. How are you feeling? What?
Yo, Meat Slab, you coming, man? I got eyes on max security, but COV's heading my way. Hold on, Birdman.
Can you guess who Birdman was?
Nice fight. Usually I'm a solo brawler, but that duet was baller. I gotta go help out our sniper. You meet up with Crunk Bunny. Later!
Nah, I should warn ya. Crunk Bunny is a damn prodigy with explosives, but how do I say this? She's nuttier than squirrel shit.
We're gonna watch this one because I like it.
Move and you die. I will now read the crimes of the condemned. You kidnapped my... You moved.
Bark doggo.
Whatever.
Notice something. They completely dropped the tiny off of her name.
What's up? So we freeing this hammerlock guy or what?
Hey, look, here's the deal. Keep him handy the locks in security. And there's a big old door, and he's blowing up. But shit got complicated, and some bandits took my bomb! So, do me a favor and grab some
But
toppings.
why'd they have to
I'm
make
gonna
her look
feed
like she was in her 30s?
Full disclosure, it is actually a bomb.
I think I just heard my wife get home.
I know this place got the toppings I need somewhere. I bet you're like, hey Judah, why you calling pizza? You can deliver anywhere. And people are like, ooh, is this
Is that pizza?
splendid? Now scurry on, I shan't be tipping. And then I'm like, here's a tip, kaboom, sucker! Pizza's open door.
There we go. I'm gonna lay you down, put a bullet in your dome.
I call it ham in bomb talk. And I know where you can get that. Oh, please, take it. You gotta kill one of them boom kiddos. The ones holding the bombs. Go get them wires, shorty. We call them onion strings. Long wires make the bomb fizz oh so right. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, I need the bottle of nitroglycerin, which I call off. Can't make a bomb-ass pizza without sauce.
Now here's the catch. I actually dislike this. these 3 boxes right here should not always drop the same way. It should be randomly distributed. That way you can find it and be surprised at it.
And that's closer. So, you know, hold your breath.
Dead. Dead. There's a lot of people in here, by the way. Okay. Tina brought a very big moment of levity to the game, and they actually put this in the right section. Again, I will say this, even though the first third or so of the game has misplacements for placements for some of the key scenes in the game, this entire world I think was done right. You could argue maybe it was a motherfucker. You could possibly argue that it was a little long because you had all the different things going on and taking back that the not Prosperity, I forget the name of the little township there. Taking back the town could have been, you could say that was a bit long, but overall it was nice. It was fun. It was diversity in story.
This bomb's gonna
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I do need to use the restroom. Bed of roses.
The box in my hand. It's for you. You take it. Take it. Vault, take me pizza box. Take it. Take it.
You guys all barked like she was home. Doggos, doggos, doggos.
The box. It's in my hand. It's for you. Take it.
By the way, she continues to do this ad nauseum
Now deliver that pizza
to my sniper man. Call him the Birdman.
That's not my code name.
You right. What was it again? Boo chuckadoo? Zapper clapper? Hurdy burdy gurdy man? Bird boy? Sad bird man?
Did I miss one?
Just sniper. Come on, I can't hold out forever.
I got you, bird boy.
Thanks, Vault Hunter. See you soon.
Like we didn't already figure out who the rest of the B team was. Huh. Hurdy-gurdy birdie man. Can't stop me now. We're having such a good time. We're having a good time. Hi. Oh, look at all that death. Next.
I'm not done interrogating this heretic. Someone else is gonna have to kill them both.
Ooh. Jump over that. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Morty. Thank you so much for keeping him pinned down. I couldn't get my refresh off of my get back up off of him. You did a wonderful job up there. Great job, my dude. By the way, never expect me to do a one life year of BorderQuest. That shit just ain't happening. Gertie Hurdy Birdie Man? Okay, there we go. He's on the ground, or she's on the ground. She.
Escape route is clear. Tina, you ready?
Oh, it's time. It's time.
It's time to delivery time.
Multi
Multi-vault.
It's time. Deliver that boom. Hi. Now shoot that pizza. Do it. 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 Yo, Multi-Vault Hunter. Official Hemilock Rescuer. That's you now, boo.
Tina, you have to make it so damn strong.
Yeah, I did. People in my personal life have heard me do that literal way of laughing. Lucian's Call is one of those fantastic rifles. K6 just put out a new video going over his let's see. Going over his top 5 best in slots for all items, and Lucian's Call made the assault rifles, I believe.
Mowed down by the mini-Mac. What up?
Explode, explode!
Now, if you could just lower the cage. I'm free.
Our job here?
He's done.
Catch you later, Bolty Bolt.
B-team out!
My thanks, Vault Hunter. Not too worse for wear, all things considered. I'm glad that Wainwright sent you. Now, as to my incarceration, I'm sorry to say the one who traded me to those wretched Calypso twins in exchange for the Jacobs Corporation. That, Aurelia Hamlock. As to why she's so...
And I don't care. What we can do to skip dialogue is we don't always have to actually save and quit out of the game. Some of the dialogue can be skipped just by moving to the next location or moving out of the current location. Behind him is actually a one-way fast travel and a red chest. However,
Vault Hunter,
red chests have been surprisingly bad this game.
CEO of the Jacobs Corporation.
Nope, not
I've
good.
just been informed that you rescued my brother.
Yes, I did.
It's a family affair, and you've no business interfering. That said,
Ooh.
Vault Hunters are nothing.
Ooh.
So, I will simply pay you to leave my planet. Come to Jacob's Planet.
I want to try this one out. I don't think I've ever used this one before.
Negotiate your price.
Backhand, don't like backhands.
Tell him I'm rich.
You got wood?
Oh, look at that. The game is glitched out again.
My more artificial joints begin to rust. I sneak up on prey with a squeaking prosthetic.
Swamp ass, always and forever. Vault Hunter, you magnificent.
This one we have to save and quit for, because they're going to talk for about 2 minutes about Aurelia and what we need to do and about how to get to the Jacobs Manor. So we can pretend to go in there and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, Lair of the Harpy.
You must meet with my sister. I should speak plainly. Aurelia is one of the wealthiest creatures in the galaxy. But do not be fooled by the fine furs and priceless jewels she wears. The heart of a bandit. She takes what she wants. She believes in nothing but herself. If she had the charisma of Tyrene or the cunning of Troy, she would have started her own cult long ago. She has found her true family in the Calypsos.
And my green purple. No. Ah. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. Live and on top. The vaulting up and down rocks and stuff like that is really a good thing. I like seeing it a lot. Oh, hush your mouth. We were all just chilling in here. Let's keep chilling. You want to chill with me?
So
Good
the
girl.
whole reaches for the cash. I knew you'd come. A Vault Hunter's loyalty is always for sale. Come to the manor and you'll get your money.
Yeah, sure. No one actually believed that we were going to get money for this.
Oh, and feel free to mow down the Calypso's followers along the way. Followers, servants, all nearly as dispensable as Vault Hunters.
Yeah, I'm going to say that that's a certifiable lie.
Come get some. That's what I do. Pick the wrong fight.
Hi. Hi.
Drop for the cup.
Ooh, okay, that one was my bad. I stepped right back into that grenade. That one was my bad.
I must say, I admire how the Calypsos convinced every illiterate piece of talking meat to worship them with blind devotion. Makes a rich bitch want a cult of her own. Perhaps when my business here is finished.
Yeah, you couldn't cultivate a cult.
A man, a monster, waste no time with such quandaries. They both bleed the same. Two sides of a coin, both were out of their damn minds. Two faces, one grave.
You know what I haven't seen in a while in the games? And I think it's just probably I'm not hitting the right spots. I haven't seen a loot midget in a while.
Party's over already? Come on.
Loot tink, whatever.
You do not want
I'm nearly inside the manor by way of a rather tight underground passage. Jacob's estate has more entrances than a harlot at a bordello for squids, if you don't mind a tight squeeze. Speaking of suckers, while you distract Aurelia, I'll search the cabaret and the theater wing. My father had a study hidden underneath the stage. There's a clue to the vault key. It'll be in there.
Overall, yeah, Eden 6 actually I have no problems with. It probably could have been a little bit shorter, but like all the story here kind of makes sense. The only one that is maybe out of place is the
Russell's my jacket.
dealing with the little city over there.
My ancestral halls. My family's portraits were thrown out into the gully with no more pomp than a spent sheep gut. What I wouldn't give to introduce her to the business end of my shotgun.
Right on time, Vault Hunter. Please do
That woman can make even proper hospitality sound sinister. But go along with whatever she says while I search the cabaret.
I'll be with you. Wait for
Transformer.
when we'll
That was a natural transformer. You can't blame me for that one. Looks like I'm going to sit down and explore these sometimes. How many keys do I have? I only have one. Okay.
That's your payment. Oh.
Whore. This was the right fucking move for the Calypsos.
Punk-ass rat boy running around like a jabber with its bunghole on fire.
Another one down.
What was that?
Who saw that?
They're getting away! Children of the Vault, wake your empty heads up and start shooting! Kill the Vault Hunter!
Cub is popping off.
Say, rat boy, aren't you the one who has to suck at your sister's teat for sustenance? Die in a gutter.
I still can't believe I got a, like, this just out in the open. Okay. The Transformer is hands down my favorite shield. Because it's an absorb shield and it has the highest absorption rate in the game. So K6 is one of the content creators for Borderlands. I think sometimes he participates in the BorderQuest, which is Mitski and someone Moxie's maybe show that they do. I forget the people who actually run it, but they run the show, the border, the thing. And today K6 put out his favorite list, and I'm like, hey, what about the Transformer? He's like, yeah, that's a great all-around shield. I should have asked him more specifically, would you have put this on your runners-up list if you had a runners-up for each one of the items? Because the truth is, I think it's a fantastic shield. When I saw that he did that list, I was expecting it to be on it.
Lost him. Vault Hunter, the cabaret theater's up ahead. Push through.
And this is the first time we come across an anointed enemy.
Vault thief. Want to see something your dead siren friend couldn't do?
Ooh, you see all that?
Be anointed as you want. I'll keep making them. My army is endless. But you know what? I've got more important crap to do. Right. Now that the rat boy's out of
Sure.
let's get to business. The trapdoor to my father's study has a trick latch. You'll need to figure out the solution. Get up to the technician's booth.
All right. I'm going to point this one out. Did he have the whip before?
The unlocking mechanism is hidden in the presets for the stage. Look around for some clues as to which props need to be out. You've done it. That trapdoor on the stage leads right to my father's study. Hurry, you've got to search it. My first night there, Monty and his wife invite me to a show at their house called Fool's Gold. It's about a kid who finds an ancient artifact of power and tries to take over the world. And
What am I looking for down here?
I'm not entirely sure. My father said he kept all his records down there. Look for something record-like. Of course. He meant record literally. That record's as old as Jacobs Corporation, and I got the only Ligno phonograph player in the entire system. If he wanted to leave me a message...
How?
Bring it on back to the lodge, Vault Hunter.
On my way back.
Two questions. First off, The technology should be replaceable. There's been nothing that's been shown in the universe to be not duplicatable. I know that's not right words, but it's the words I'm choosing to use. Because of that, they should be able to find some way to replicate it to be able to recover the data. Or are you telling me that in this entire galaxy, only one man has vinyl? He is so hipster, he still records on vinyl.
Spoke with my sister and lived to tell the tale. Never mind the heart. That record. Now I see it, Paul Hunter. Still can't believe the calypso is running out. I need to get my record player working.
You know Aurelia's gonna send all those damn...
Fine. If we're gonna last long enough to open that vault, we'll need an army of our own. I'm talking.
Skip the long chit chat. Again, I just think that they should have like delete as the key, just to skip dialogue. Huh. I wonder. No. Actually, this is a good question. So you'd be able to do this on a PC, but you wouldn't be able to do it on But you wouldn't be able to do it like on a controller, because I'm using an extra key that a controller alone doesn't have. No, it's cryo, and I don't like the hippity hoppity. Okay, so Reliance was the name of the town. Okay, so let's think about this. Having an advanced dialogue is easy to do on a PC because you have all the extra keys on the keyboard. We might only use like a dozen keys on the keyboard, but we have way more of them. So how do you do it on a
That bitch is ice cold. She tried to kill her own brother. Can you imagine?
So how would you do it on
Over here, Volta.
a controller?
I suppose you and I here to start a Jacob. Mind telling me who it was?
Huh.
Pose. I kill people for loot. And fun. And justice and stuff.
Well, we ain't getting in the front gate. Might know another way.
Interesting thought.
Now, in my experience, a resistance needs two things. Hope
And guns. But mostly guns. So, we're gonna liberate this town. Crack open its weapons cache.
Yeah.
Jacob's guns back in Jacob's hands. Don't know what Wainwright told you about me, but that don't matter now. We got a town to free and bandits to kill.
Yeah, they just teleport his character model up here. Because he'd get stuck down there all the time.
Yup, still got it.
Huh.
few bandits down there, Vault Hunter. Show me that.
So here's the catch. Here's the reason why this actually becomes a real question. So, players have free movement while the characters are talking in the background. Because of that free movement, it doesn't restrict any of the keys beyond what's already there. And because of that, what button do you use to suddenly turn the dialogue to the next chapter? Because either they're doing them by individual like WAV files or MP3 files, like one by one,
You take care of the riff.
or
Free a few Jacob's lawyers.
they have the entire dialogue as one continuous file. I don't believe that they would have it as one continuous file because,
Freedom ain't free.
well, it could be, but,
That's what the brainiacs call philosophy.
huh. Like, this is a good thought experiment. Whee! Hi. Oh, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Thank you.
All right, head on back to the weapons shed. I'm almost in.
Still ain't cracking. Might require
Yeah, so on a standard controller, what button would you use in that case to advance dialogue?
Nice work, Vault Hunter.
Again, computers are easy.
No.
I have an entire keyboard of keys that I can use besides the like default 12 or so that we typically use.
One problem at a time.
Um,
Smart shooting. Electricity's like a wild stallion. Piss off while it's running. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. That's
Huh.
personal cash. But we ain't getting in there without the master gunsmith himself. Let me see.
I mean, you can make it crouch. Use the same button for crouch, like,
Which is to say, don't let me get shot in it. Language ain't as precise as a bullet, but it can be just as damaging.
ooh. And mind you, I'm spitballing this. You have it as the opposite of crouch. So, if you happen to have crouch set to toggle, you have to hold down the button to skip the dialogue. But if you have it set to only crouch when you're crouched, which I don't know why you would do that on a controller, because you're probably using, I think it's thumbpad, the thumbpad 3. So whenever you press down on the left stick, yeah, that's how you would do it. So if you have it set to be, you would use the opposite of whatever your crouch is. That's how you would do it. So it's possible to do that on the next game, to skip dialogue. And if it's not set up for Wonderlands, it can be set up for Borderlands 4.
Cost a small fortune, which I will earn back by taking a nap. Because I accumulate wealth in my sleep. That's what rich people do.
And you've killed the joke.
Kill the false thieves!
For the Calypsos!
Here they come, Vault Hunter.
Where are you at? Oh, hi.
Dear business partner, are you sure
Oh, hi. I'm that guy.
is up to the task? I don't want to use the words blistering incompetent.
Then don't.
Hotel's alive with bandits. Let's free up some room. Damn. Hope you came to fight.
Motherfucker, I am mowing people down.
I got this. My time to shine. Fire!
She's gonna bamf in a whole bunch of people. Like,
Holy crap. Thin air. They can still bleed, though. Let's show them how. Who wants to bleed?
educational experiments.
That's the last of them.
556
Spoke too soon.
plus X equals 187. What is that number? It's 0.
My iridium tier
Or sorry,
brothers
1.
and sisters. Don't let us down.
You can have this one. It's raining bandits. Shoot blindly.
It's raining fireballs, my dude.
Kill the heretics in the name of the Calypsos! The Great Vault Beckons!
Good grenades. Correct timing.
Got reach. You do the honor.
Yeah.
Is ours. I gotta hand it to you, Vault. Smooth operator. No, we're not done yet. Looks like the COV kidnapped all.
Still, can't believe I got a Lucian's Call.
I'll stay here and hold.
Illusion's Calls is a good weapon to have, no matter where you are or what type of gameplay you're using.
Personal gunsmith. Dalton makes the finest firearms on the planet. We can't have his guns end up in COV.
the catch is, Aurelie, all of this is superfluous. It's not needed. Oh, wrong way. So all of this is just extra. So here's the catch, and here's the real deal about this. Is all this extra stuff isn't needed for it to come true. For everything to happen the way it did, it's not needed. And you can't actually just kind of drop in on this.
Wasted and pasted.
Hey sis, the Vault Thief's trying to rescue that gunsmith you snatched. Do your thing. The teleporty thing.
Like, why? So why aren't they just killing him then?
You asked.
Whatever, just do it already.
Asshole.
Like, and they do all this sibling rivalry stuff, but nothing comes of it. So it makes them seem like real siblings, like real twins. Like with them occasionally being snarky with each other when one is getting more popular than the other.
Can't go in the front door. It's locked up tight.
But
We'll need to find another way in.
it doesn't serve the narrative.
There's no lookout nearby.
They don't come into any real significant
Still alive. Guess I should have
conflict over this stuff.
That's the real power.
Reminds me why I kept you alive all these years?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. We're having fun. Right? And she walked away.
And it's like I said, it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not needed. Chekhov's gun is a very important thing in writing. What Chekhov's gun is if you have a scene and you describe a gun in it in the very first scene, you have to use the gun. It was important enough for you to point out. So it's different to say, as the protagonist walks into the room, they take a look across the house and see a mantle. It is the mantle was simple and made out of some kind of stone like they couldn't identify. Above the mantle was a shotgun. If you do it like that, then you're just describing the house in general. But if you go above the mantle that was there is and I don't write like this because it's not my style. Above the mantle was a 308 rifle with a scope that looked like it was meant to shoot things at a long range. You've just changed that, and that's no longer some idle thing. Ooh. What does this do? Yeah. So that's what they're setting up here. And it might be something that got cut for timing. But what it looks like was supposed to happen is it looks like there's supposed to be some type of conflict, like significant conflict between Troy and Tyreen. And the closest they get is towards the end of the game. There's a moment where they're trying to open up the Great Vault, and he's basically torturing her, but she wants it to open up, and she's crying out in pain because she's not used to actually being in pain.
If you woke up ready to endure a non-standard, incredibly dangerous conveyance, today's your lucky day, 'cause it's time to ride the rails. Hop on up on them things.
But it doesn't seem like that was the intention. It seems like they really wanted to set up this idea of the twins being at each other's throat for a while. But they never demonstrate that. They never show it off. They never go, here, look, there's an actual conflict between these two characters and you should pay attention to it. There was nothing significant to it.
Tyreen would leech anything she could get her hands on. Then our mom died.
How long were you on Pandora? That's more interesting. How long did it take you to amass the army that you have? That's more interesting.
Once you jump, you better be ready for a fight. Because the COV like giving up their prisoners about as much as a grog. Like
It's one of those things that they tried to do something that I just think, ooh, doubles. Bloodletter. It's a weak hex. And it's the wrong element. Hey guys, I'm looking at loot here. Come on. You guys wanted my attention? Now go get Daddy a beer.
Another one down. Iron Cub's got claws. Who saw that? Baby bear's going bye-bye.
It's been real, Vault Thief. Boom, anointed.
Hands up, fam! All things come for the gunsmith. Secure the island.
Watch out, Vault Hunter. It's one of those freaks.
Back off, Vault Thief. You'll have to pry that gunsmith out of my cold dead hands.
Like this.
Damn fine slaughter. Sometimes you gotta take lives to save lives. A harsh wisdom to that. But damn it if it ain't true. Now figure out how to get Dalton out of there. There he is.
You ever notice that everything in this universe is basically one button press?
Thank you, Vault Hunter. Those cultists were trying to force me to make guns for them.
Last thing I wanted to do was arm those bastards. Jacob's guns belong in Jacob's hands. Have this. Key to my personal weapons cache. Take it. Just, don't ask where I was hiding. I'll make my way back to the line.
See you there, Vault Hunter.
Glad to have Dalton back on our side. Swing by so I can think of Grunt.
You actually have to collect that gun throughout the game.
Cash. You earned that.
But it's not a weapon I like. Oh, it won't let me sell it yet. Okay. That was a lead sprinkler. I don't want the hex. No. Okay.
So begins the resistance. I gotta tell you, I've been all around this galaxy. Seen darkness and shadows.
Again,
Followers. There's something else. Someone's gotta stop it. And I'm thinking,
saving myself come into the game and then restart it again. And again, I'm just cutting out the story. I've seen the story too many times, and to be honest, in my opinion, the story is a little boring, and it's because I see a lot of the a lot of bad writing tropes. Oh, that's neat. Looks like Steam cracked down on all the bot accounts.
You and I have business, or is this just a how the hell are you? Good show, Vault Hunter. Certainly gave those bandits a walloping.
I did.
Hey, it's what I do.
well, you freed Reliance from the grip of those COV devils.
I got that damn record. Contraption working. Let's find out where the vault key's hidden. Will you do the honors, Vault Hunter? I think these.
And in his last moments, he shat himself. Now we get to do the demo level that spoiled the Tannis reveal. And there is only one person to blame for spoiling the Tannis reveal. And that is Gearbox themselves, because they're the one who showed it off. Whee! I'm not going to be able to get the SMG I really want, but I could probably use another weapon to supplement this one. So the question is, do I... No, I'm not going to farm for it. I'm plenty high enough level to do what I need to get done, and the Lucian's Call is a fantastic rifle. It's why I'm still using it. Let me see what level is the call. Yeah, the call is 18 and we're still using it. Hey. And again, all we're doing there is we're checking to make sure that there's nothing in there that we really want. And yes, if this is the first time you're listening to this, that is Ice-T. And you know what Ice-T has done? Ice-T has defended gamers. Which personally I find to be fucking awesome.
Alright, Phalanx. Where are you?
Almost there, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. And that something is a big fucking dinosaur. Heads up! Kill it! Come on, man, you gotta kill it!
Why are you
I burned it alive, Ice-T.
I don't want to talk about it. Why are you looking for the family jewel?
There's a piece of a vault key in it. Wainwright Jacob sent me.
Oh, you're with Wainwright. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'll show you where the family jewel
And that's all Aurelia had to do.
get you inside. Yeah, I can get that open. Navigate it, bitches.
Baby bear's going bye-bye.
Like, seriously. The dumbass moves in this game
Looks like crap.
Yeah.
is amazing.
Emergency landing after a disagreement between me and my combat pilot, Genevieve.
So, a mutiny?
Sounds better than a messy breakup, so we'll just leave it at that. The emergency hatch over there is held shut with hydraulic lines. Cut those, and we're in. Oh, crap. Ratchet's back. I thought I got that cleared up. Cut those hydraulic lines.
Felix, you little cutie idiot. Why are you here? Didn't I install you in a kid's toy and toss
How?
you out with the trash?
Like, again, I think this... I actually like this segment a lot of the game. With the family jewel. But how did she do that?
That's spoken for. Aurelia said if I brought it back to her, she'd buy me a dreadnought. So I'm gonna do that.
Not if we get it first. We're coming for that fragment.
Come on in. What you gonna do? Navigate me to death? Sure, course up your own ass.
I can do more than navigate. Vault Hunter, go through the medical bay. Oh crap, I navigated again. Stupid! Damn,
Like, take a look at the damage I'm still doing. Like, they cooled off on the damage reduction. They really did. But in older games, this would be frustratingly hard.
She's screwing with my route. That's messed up. Okay, let's improvise. Hot wiring, that's a thing, right? Grab those wires. Oh, crap. That's not how it works in the Echo shows. Oh, see? It worked out. Nothing to worry about. No reason to be mad at me.
Is that a masher?
Man, I have clearance.
Oh no, it's just a shotgun.
Error. Entity Balex classified as an unlucky idiot who never satisfied anyone. Yeah, I've heard that before. This is Genevieve's doing. I think I know a way around it, though. Vault Hunter. Knock this fool's head off. Error! Error! Hell yeah. Now install the other line. I'm in. I'm alive. Ow!
Hey, hey, hey! You're on the ground now.
Oh man. Oh, it feels so good to move around. I have arms now. What's this do? Navigate it, bitch ass. This way, Vault Hunter. We gotta get to the security hole to find that key fragment.
Balex. What kind of a name is that?
Oh yeah. It stands for Binary Automated Logistical. Alright. Old man Jacob couldn't decide whether he wanted to call me Barry or Alex, so he ended up calling me Balex. I know it's not the coolest origin story.
Nah, I get it.
Oh, crap. Kill it!
Always check the red chest. Never know what you might get. But I can tell you it's not going to be any legendaries in there. Hello? Is this me you're murdering for? Hi.
And boom goes the dynamite. Mowed down by the mini-mac.
Coming up on the security hole. It'll be right around. Oh, crap.
Yep, I'm navigating again.
You know what? You find it.
See, I'm not worried about the everything else except for just the fire resistant guys. Like the ones that specifically like spew fire or something like that. Those are the only ones I really have to worry about. Body boys, I'm not worried about.
No more fuel? Boo.
There's the door to the security hole, and Genevieve barricaded it. My medbot clearance won't do anything. Great.
Oh, security! There's an adorable little idiot criminal trying to break in. Please pull him apart. Slowly.
Yeah, that's not going to be necessary.
Oh, crap. Here they come.
I was you. This is a learning experience.
I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Vault Hunter!
We ain't getting through that door, but I know a side route. Right in.
What dropped over here? A Zane.
Alright, here. I'll get the door. Through here.
See, like, even this, which, this is naturally resistant to, fire attacks, is still going down pretty easy with the Lucian's Call. So the only things I really have to worry about things that are fire critters that, have a greater amount of resistance to it. If not, I still have this fella here. And this fella.
Ah, crap, more pot.
Okay. And even then, there are other weapons I can do some serious damage with. Okay, where's the SMG?
Make mama proud.
Hell yeah. We crushed those fools.
And I'm gonna be right back in about 2 to 3 minutes. I do have to use the restroom again. Hey, hey, hey. I got 5 doggos. Alright, and I apologize for that long wait. Okay, where was I? Here we are. Okay.
Watch my ass while I navigate your control.
I've had a lot of free time since you crashed us here, Valix. Did you know the local jabbers have a unique language just for mating? They're quite the romantics.
I get it. No good at dirty talk. Shut up about it.
You want to hear some? It's really beautiful.
Which is still a weird thing to see.
Calling all the horny jabbers back to us. I hate them things.
Hi. How are you doing? I am mass murdering your race again. Oh shoot! I shouldn't have used that grenade.
That's what the jabbers said.
Hi. Who's next? Oh, hi there, Jabber. Popped in the head. There we go, another dead Jabber.
Iron Cub, Mama's got this.
She continues this stuff the entire encounter. And I will say it is some of the more aggravating parts of it. There we go, there's the other charged. Another charged. Gassy. And a burner.
Really uncomfortable. Come back. I've nearly got to sell over.
Oh, that's right. Same weapon. Same inner damage type. Bullet type.
My body, my beautiful body. Oh, I hate you. A little help here. Don't step on the chip.
I removed the key fragment ages ago, you cutie dummies. If you really want it that bad, you'll have to come to the bridge and fight me for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Genevieve.
As you can tell, I kind of know my way through this place. First time I came through here, I got turned around about 3 or 4 different fucking times.
And I killed people there.
It was never gonna work, Genevieve. We're from two different manufacturers. That you betrayed the Jacobs family, but mostly
Mostly the manufacturers.
Okay, listen. I got nine.
Did not expect Illusion's call this run.
Now she's installed herself into a Malawan mech. There's a second one in the shuttle bay. If we get me into that one, Genevieve won't be able to stop us. Let's head through engineering.
Now, I switched over just for that one because firebots are fire. They take reduced damage from fire, and it's not like the simple reduction. It's like it brings it down to like 25%.
Come on, Cub, stick around.
And as much as I can kill all that, I can get the first time. First time!
Navigate it, bitch ass! Get me inside that mech. Damn, thing's tall as hell. You probably can't reach the head. Just put me wherever I fit. I'm in. How do I look?
Like Iron Bear at a warehouse rave.
Yeah, I get it. I look a little weird, but check out these weapon systems. Nice, rack. I can finally kick the man. What up now?
Okay, there we go.
That felt great. Now how do I get these other kids though?
I really do appreciate the lines from Ice-T.
Oh, Vault Hunter. Not surprised Balix didn't make it with you. Come on in.
I'm at the bridge. Balex, you here? Guess not.
Vault Hunter, I'm almost there. Just gotta solve one problem.
You're not designed to solve problems, Balix. That's my job. You're just my chauffeur.
But what I'm solving is the anti-collision safeguards, which I just turned off. Navigated,
Bitches.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, let's do this.
Where's she at? There you are. There we go. I was ringing him up there for a moment.
Goodbye, Genevieve. You suck, and I hate it. Now come pick me up.
And this really is where they ruined the reveal for Tannis, because Tannis suddenly does the in your mind type of communication that Lilith has done as a siren. Oh, I did it through technological means. Yes, you're the techno siren. Stretchy, stretchy. Stretchy, stretchy, okay.
With Lilith, we're storming our brains on ways to combat the Calypsos.
Oh, nah, I know that evil laugh anywhere. Genevieve is all up in your ship.
Hey, cutie idiots. I like your ship. Not as well armed as the family jewel, but I think I'll fit right in here once I make some modifications. Oh, onboard service bots, please take apart the crew.
What the hell? Vault Hunter, we're locked in here. Get to the bridge and fix this.
What is going on?
Okay, so Lilith is still a badass soldier. Why isn't she doing something? Again, minor things.
What? That's it?
I'm going to fly you, the key fragment, and your whole ship to Aurelia. And once she rewards me with a dreadnought, I'll travel from system to
We're already over Eden 6. Why are we traveling away from Eden 6?
I've always wanted to take a vacation.
Oh, crap. Where the ash?
This one right here is just to give the Sanctuary 3 another wound about right there.
I gotta go in myself. Plug me in.
For that. That's the reason we get pulled over to here.
Make me. No!
That was such a bad no.
In a hard drive and ejected this bitch. Pick her up, Vault Hunter.
I'll kill you all!
Ha ha! Sucks to suck, Genevieve. Okay, everyone. I'm turning off the lockdown and getting your ship back to normal. Vault Hunter, I think I have a good use for that combat AI. Bring her to me.
This bores me.
Alright, now go put her in something where she can't screw up anything. Like a toilet. Or a broken toilet.
Aha! I know just the one.
Now that we are past that nonsense, bring the key fragment to me.
Desperado.
Dennis is looking into a way for you to destroy the monster before Tyrene can take its power. You saved the ship again. Thanks, Killer.
Hey, that was all me. I mean, I no need to thank me, though, but yeah, it was all me. I'm gonna stick around. The ship is tight.
So Sanctuary has a voice now. Sure, why not? I can roll with it. Oh, I heard from Clay. He's got a lead on the next fragment. Go meet up with him.
All right. I'm actually going to stop the stream for a few minutes. I guess dinner last night is not agreeing with me. And that's the reason I keep getting up and going back down. But I plan on streaming in about half an hour or so. I will see you guys then. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, just in case. And may joy be to you all.